Hi everyone, welcome to another video. I hope and pray that you are all doing good. Today we are going to make a shawarma, so let's just get right into it. In a bowl, I will take 1 cup of warm water, not hot. I will add 2 tablespoons of yeast. Make sure the water is not hot but warm. Then I will mix it all together and I will add 1 cup of flour and I will whisk it all together to make sure that the yeast is incorporated in the flour. Then I will let it activated for 5 minutes. Make sure that the yeast get activated and then we'll come back after 5 minutes. I will cover the bowl with a towel and then we'll come back in 5 minutes. So now 5 minutes has went by. You can see that the yeast has been activated. I will now add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Then I will add 1 teaspoon of salt. And I will start whisking it together to make sure everything is incorporated. Then I will start adding 2 cups of flour gradually. I'm making sure that the dough is not going to be lumpy. So I will keep mixing it and add the flour until I use the 2 cups that I need to. Then I will to work better with my dough, I will add a little bit of water. I'm just sprinkling a little bit over top to be able to work it properly. So that's what I'm doing. I will now transfer the dough to my working surface and I will work the dough for a couple of minutes, at least 5 to 10 minutes, just like you will work a pizza dough. I will keep working it until the dough is really smooth. So I'm working some muscles. This is a good workout, so I encourage you. My dough is now well rounded, so I will put it into my bowl and I will pour a little bit of olive oil on top of it, coat it with it, and then I will let it rise for at least 1 hour. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take care of my chicken. In another bowl, I will put 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Then I will add 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. Then I will add 3 teaspoons of chili powder because I like it a lot, so I like it in the chicken. I will add 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. Then I will add 1 teaspoon of oregano. And then I will add 1 teaspoon of parsley. 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. All these ingredients will make the chicken taste really good. And that's the main secret in the shawarma, is the flavor that comes out from different spices into the chicken. And I will squeeze half a lemon and make sure that I get all the juice out of it. Then in my cast iron, I will put 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You can put 1 if you want. Then I will add my chicken and let it cook for a little bit. Then I will add half an onion into it and I will make sure that it's well sauteed and all incorporated into the chicken. Then I will add salt to taste, pepper, and I will add 1 or 2 teaspoons of water to let the chicken cook for a couple of minutes. Then now we see the water has boiled down and my chicken is now very nice and ready. My dough is now well risen. It's been 1 hour. On a working surface, I have sprinkled some flour and I'm going to work it just a little bit. And after that, I will start now dividing it into small little round balls and I will make at least 14 of them. So now I'm going to make sure that it's very round and smooth. And you can make less and bigger flatbreads if you want. But mine, I'm just going to make smaller ones. And I will put it on a parchment paper and I will let it rise for a couple of minutes. I will say 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how fast you want to eat it. And then I will let it rise for a little bit with a towel on top, and it's been 10 to 15 minutes. So you can see the little balls are a little bigger. And I'm now going to start making my flatbreads. So with a rolling pin, I am just making sure that I flatten it a little more and expand it as much as I want. And the flour is to make sure that the flatbread does not stick to the working surface. On a stove, I will put a little bit of olive oil and I will put my flatbread on it and start cooking it. So you can see it's forming some bubbles, and that's very much normal. And sometimes it will create even more bigger bubbles, and that's also very normal. And I will just start cooking it and flipping it around to make sure that it cooks on both sides. And once it's ready, then I will remove it out of the stove. Once my first flatbread is done, I will make sure I reproduce the same process for the rest of the flatbread doughs. I'm done with the flatbread. I will now prep all of my ingredients for the shawarma. So in a bowl, I will add some cabbage, some tomatoes, and some cucumber that I've cut prior. You can use however much you want. It doesn't have to be a certain amount. And I will also add some mayo. And depending on how much you like mayo, if you want more or less, you can use however much. I use less because I don't want a lot of it. And I like it for the seasoning. Some people also can add lemon, but I do not add lemon to my seasoning in there because I put it in the chicken. So I'll start serving it. And this shawarma recipe, I got it online by looking at a lot of different videos, and then I chose whichever was best fitting for me, and I tweaked it the way I wanted it, and that's how I'm getting this shawarma. So everyone is different. So that's the shawarma that best fits me. So you can tweak it if you want to, and I'm gonna cut it so you can see what it looks inside. It's really delicious, and you will for sure like it. You can see it's very good. Let me know in the comments down below how you found it, if you try it. If you like the content of the videos I'm making, make sure to share this video, to subscribe, hit the like button and the bell of notification to get notified every time I post a new content. Thank you and enjoy.